Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving our glory, honor, and praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rechak, Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well within this ministry and taught us the Samath, which is the truth. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that preach this truth throughout the four corners of the globe, which can allow us to do so. Shalom, shalom. All right, and Lord, want this to be an edifying lesson. Okay, I got this article pulled up from Amazon. All right, that was put out a month ago, September 19th of this year. It says you can now buy clothes, fan gear, and more without waiting in line with Amazon's Just Walkout technology. All right, which has been introduced about I say like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. All right, where they really start introducing it. All right, with the stores you could walk out, without using self checkout or without going through a checkout line, man. So without further ado, let's just read this article. It says, yeah, you got the picture right there, Jake behind. You got Jake. That's who the face, Jake, man. So it says radio frequency identification, RFID, expands the potential for checkout-free technology to clothing, software lines, fan gear, and more. All right, which this RFID is an actual device, all right, a small device that is an implant. Okay, that is actually talked about in the scriptures, as we're going to read. Let me keep reading this article, though. It says, at Amazon, we love innovating on behalf of our customers and pushing the boundaries to what's possible. From the day we opened our first Just Walkout technology store in 2018, shoppers told us how magical they find checkout-free shopping, right? So now what is the narrative being pushed? Convenience, all right? Now they're trying to push how this is more convenient for shopping. It's more convenient for people, all right? This is a good thing, so to speak. It says, now the technology is a hit in entertainment venues. So now they're talking about how big they're expanding, all right? Now what's being boasting and how prosperous they become, all right, with their walkout technology. It says the technology is a hit in entertainment venues, airports, universities, grocery and convenience stores, and stadiums across the U.S., UK, and Australia. So what is this letting you know? If they're setting up, all right, walkout technology in entertainment venues, that means all your sports arenas, right? All your movie theaters, parks, amusement park, all of that. Airports, travel ports, train stations, buses eventually, okay? But airport is a main port to travel. Most people use to travel. Universities, right? Colleges and schools, grocery stores, your big grocery stores, small grocery stores, the place where you get your food, all right? It says inconvenience stores and stadiums across the U.S., America, and across the U.K. and in Australia, man, all right? Which is major land masses. Major land masses. If they're setting stuff up like that across the world mainly, all right, that means what? That they're setting up a digital cashless society, all right? That this technology is going to have to be enforced and used every day. This is going to be the new way of life. And in order to all right, be able to participate and function in that type of society, you're gonna have to need that technology, all right? In order to be in a walkout, all right, in order to be in a just walk out technology store, you need the technology to just walk out and pay for your stuff, which is the what? The RID, All right, that is speaking about right here, man. That RFID. So let me bring out this scripture real quick, man. This is Revelation. All right. Which is a major prophecy, man. And it's here. Okay. And people are already getting, lined up to take it. People already have it. People are preparing their minds to get down with this type of system. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." Right? And even the part where it says, "And he causeth all." When you go into the word causeth, all right, it means to prepare or make ready. So that's what Esau is doing. He's making ready the people. He's preparing the people, right? All the people, both small and great, the small of society and the great of society, no matter what status you have in this world, what position you carry in this world, rich and poor, whether you're free or bond. All right, he's going to push and make it mandatory for you to receive this technology. That's what this MARK is speaking about, this technology. All right, and right now we're reading the article. This article is bringing it out, presenting it as if it's convenient, as if it's an option to you, right? As if this is, something that's a good convenience. But it's going to come a point in time where it's going to be forced upon you, man, in the ugliest way. All right, it's going to be a time where you're going to be tempted, and you're going to be have no other way but to resort to it and function in this society. You're going to need it to eat. Because right now they're presenting what it says. Now the technology is a hit in entertainment venues, right? So it's going to come a point where the only way you can participate or attend to these entertainment venues is if you have that MARK or that technology. The only way you could attend these airports and travel. The only way you could go to these universities and attend. Go in these grocery stores and shop and eat. Convenience stores and eat. Stadiums, right? The only way you could participate in society as a human being is if you have this technology. And it's going to come a point in time where it's enforced. All right? It says, verse 16, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a MARK in their right hand or in their foreheads." All right. In which this is talking about that tiny technology, that tiny device. All right. The right hand or the forehead being the power hand. All right. And the forehead basically being, where your brain is, where basically your pineal gland, or your third eye, so to speak. Those will be the main spots where majority of people will get that implant. But no matter if you get anywhere you get it, if you get it, you're going to receive a judgment for it. All right? You're going to receive a harsh judgment for it. As a matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. Let me grab that scripture. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, "If any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark or in his forehead or in his hand," right? If you receive this technology, if you receive that RFID in your hand or in your forehead, okay, that's what the scripture says. But if you receive it at all, if you take it, period, point blank, if you take it, this is the judgment. Verse 10, "The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh," which this is a judgment, but it's being put in a poetic way. It's being said in a dark saying. It says that the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Lord, which wine is a bitter drink, letting you know that the judgment is going to be very bitter. And we know that the judgment for taking this RFID chip, all right, for taking this tiny technology, that MARK, is going to be those nuclear missiles, according to Zechariah 14 and 12. But let's keep reading. It says, "The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. Meaning there's not going to be any excuse, no mercy or pardon for this judgment, because that's what mixture does to bitter drink. It basically cuts it. It's like a chaser. It numbs it down, takes away from the bitterness. But guess what? The Lord's not going to take away from this judgment. All right, you're going to receive the all-out effect, the all-out pain, and the bitter end of this judgment if you receive that MARK, this tiny technology, man. All right, it says the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, his righteous anger, because the Lord's spirit is going to be in that fire within the missiles. It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. See, and that fire and brimstone is going to come from the fire of those nuclear missiles. All right. And we read Zechariah 14:12, where it talks about the eyes melting out the holes. This is Zechariah. So lock it real with me, Babakashah. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. It says, and this shall be the plague or the curse wherewith the Lord will smite all that fought against Jerusalem. Right? And that includes not only Esau, Edom, and his beast system, but all those nations that's joined with them, even the nations that fight against them. But 2/3 of Israel, all right, they're going to be joined with them in this curse and this plague. All right. And they're going to take that MOTB. They're going to be the majority of the ones that's going to take this MOTB is the majority of the nation of Israel. Okay. It says their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. All right. And the only thing that's going to cause your flesh to melt and consume off your bones while you're still living, because your spirit and your still body, if you're still standing on your feet, that means you're still alive. Okay, so that means you're going to feel your flesh melt off your bones and off your body. You're going to feel the radiation and the heat and the fire and the brimstone off the missiles burning you, man. All right. It says, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Right? Because your flesh, you've rendered it into iniquity. The Lord had to give you over into iniquity, man. Your flesh was used for iniquity, and it's defiled with that cancerous technology. All right? Because that's another thing, man. That MOTB is going to cause a cancer, which I'm going to grab that scripture, grab that as well. But this is the judgment for taking that MOTB. All right? Those ICBM nuclear missiles that the Lord is going to use to rain upon America in World War III and these other different land masses involved in World War III. Going back to Revelation 13, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark. Right? So the only way you're going to be able to buy and sell, okay, and that's the only way you can function in society, is if you have some sort of income. Is if you're either buying or you're either selling. That's the only way you can function as a regular human being in society. That's the only way you could take care of yourself, man. That's the only way you could be content and get your daily bread. Working, right? Grinding. But the only way you're going to be able to do that is through this new technology now, right? Everything is going to revolve around this new system of technology. So with that being said, you can no longer buy or sell. You can no longer, you know what I'm saying, be work and grind and be a part of society and have a normal life. And go to these entertainment venues, airports, universities, grocery stores. You know, You can no longer do these things unless you're a part of this new way of technology in this beast system. It says, verse 17, he and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, which is, we know, 666. All right, which we know that number or that code is embedded within the barcodes. All right, every barcode on each item that you purchase, all right, it has that code embedded within it, which that new technology is going to have that barcode as well. All right, which is going to be that way through how you buy and sell. It's through that barcode, man. All right, which that thing is also going to the MARK is going to also obtain information. It's going to also obtain basically all of your information and, you know what I'm saying, documents and things of that nature too. So Esau Edom, he's going to do something he's never done before with this new technology. Life is going to be totally different, man. Okay, so grab this precept real quick. This is Proverbs Salaki about bear with me. This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 6. It says, upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. For the righteous Lord loveth righteousness. His countenance doeth behold the upright. So, we know Esau Edom, he's coming out with this device. All right, and in the time period where this device becomes mandatory, Esau Edom, he's going to reach a pinnacle of success. All right, and persecution is going to be at an all-time high. So he's going to be at the pinnacle of his success when Esau Edom pushes this MARK in technology, all right, and makes it mandatory on a higher scale, man. All right, but we also know that Yahweh Shai is on his way back. And during these times, the Lord is going to start to disappoint the wicked and disappoint his plans. All right, which is the reason I read this scripture in Psalms 11 and 6. Upon the wicked, he shall rain snares, because this is one of the snares, man. All right, this MOTB, the Lord allowing him to be able to push it to where he's enforcing it and making it mandatory. The Lord allowing him to reach that pinnacle that's the point where the Lord is going to rain those snares and traps upon him. That's a snare and a trap. All right, the Lord is deceiving him. It says fire and brimstone. All right, so the Lord is going to rain fire and brimstone upon his kingdom and upon these heathens as well. All right, and upon these other Edomites, because that's going to be the end all be all. We know once this MOTB is made mandatory, this prophecy comes to pass that World War III is close, and those missiles are about to be shot off, man. Not only is that, but Yahweh Shai is on his way back to deliver the elect. All right, and those chariots is going to come back to basically finish off the rest of the destruction that the missiles didn't do, man. Okay, so with that being said, let's keep reading. It says, verse 7 in Psalms 11, for the righteous Lord loveth righteousness, his countenance doeth behold the upright. Because only the righteous is going to withstand from taking this MOTB. Only the 144,000 men, those souls, all right, that's predestinated on earth, is not going to take this MOTB. And the great multitude as well that it speaks about in Revelation, the 7th chapter. They're not going to take that MOTB, and they're going to be saved, man. All right, because they're not going to take it for the Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake, for his testimony's sake. Let's read that real quick. This is Revelation. Revelation chapter 17. Salakia. Revelation chapter 19. Salakia. Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. All right, Revelation 20 and 4. It says, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua. All right, and the souls of those men who were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, all right, is because they didn't take that MOTB. All right, and the reason they didn't take that MOTB was what? For the testimony of Yahushua, because of the prophecy in the scriptures. All right, which what? The testimony of Yahushua is prophecy. So because of this prophecy, man, all right, it's embedded in the elect spirits not to take the MOTB. So it says, I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, the elect, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast. Right? These are the souls who didn't worship the beast. All right, who wasn't invested in this system, in this place of America. Neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. Right? So that's the reward for not taking this MOTB. It's to live and reign with Yahushua 1,000 years. Meaning what? That when Yahushua comes back on earth, right, when he makes his second coming, he's going to deliver you out of that nuclear destruction. Instead of you taking the MOTB, right, and being caught in that nuclear destruction, the Lord's going to come back, right? He's going to deliver you from the nuclear destruction because you didn't take the MOTB. But you didn't take the MOTB for the Lord's name's sake, for the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. All right? And that's the sincerity behind our integrity in this ministry and walking in this truth. And Lord willing, we be of those men and of those souls, all right, that resist this wicked device, man. That we do be redeemed, okay? Because you got some men that be martyrs for the Lord. And some men not going to die. Some men going to be delivered, all right, and beamed up on chariots. But some men are going to be martyrs for the Lord, all right? And those men who going to be martyrs for the Lord are going to be risen up first, according to 1 Corinthians. All right, the 15th chapter. So, I'm going to close out with one more precept. It's a precept in James. This is James chapter 1, verse 12. It says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. All right. See, it says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation. Because when you endure temptation, once that temptation passes, then your blessing is about to come. Your glory is about to come. All right. Once the hour of temptation passes at the MOTB, Yahushua is going to come speedily, quickly, according to prophecy. All right. Our salvation is going to be here. It says, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life. Right. And when Yahushua comes back, what is he going to do? He's going to beam his men up in those chariots. Their body's going to be changed. And then he's going to crown his elect. All right. It says, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Those who love him is those who keep his word. In patience and integrity, man. The ones who have the gift of faith. The elect. And Lord willing, we're striving to be those men. Okay. So, pretty much with that was pretty much it, man. All right, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakwadash, Shalom, Shalom. On to the next one.